Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now welcome to a new champion teaser video. So this is Kaisa or Kaisa. We'll have to get the pronunciation soon. But yeah, people have always enjoyed when I've done new champion videos because I've been around for a long time and I'm pretty good at spotting if something's going to be dumb. I think the last 3 champions I've always called what they're going to nerf or what they're going to buff. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit of an intro to her. So she's the daughter of the Void, so many people are kind of saying it's Kassadin's daughter, because there's something in the lore about Kassadin's daughter, and he's known as like the embodiment of the Void, and it's the daughter of the Void. So she looks cool. Just as like a tidbit, what do you think she looks like? Give it my comments down below. Personally, she kind of looks generic-y Void to me. Kind of like generic white girl that looks like Vayne. Put her in a Void morph suit. Ta-da! There's not really anything unique about it. That's one thing I'd say just straight away. Like, love or hate Zoe, she did look different. That's what I'd say. So that's just my first thing out the way, is that her looks a little bit generic. Maybe they could have done something a bit more wild with her, is all I'm saying. So let's just do everything, right? So, Kaisa is what I'm going to go with. Daughter of the Void. To survive among predators, Kaisa became one. Stranded for years with no hope of rescue, Kaisa endured through sheer will and a symbiotic second skin, adapted from a living Void creature. Oh, she's Venom. Oh. Now the Daughter of the Void emerges an apex hunter torn between 2 worlds. The one that birthed her and the one that made her. Okay, so she's got a symbiote. So her suit is a living thing. That's kind of cool, I guess. So yeah, she's like Venom. She's like League's Venom. Okay. Let's get into it. Passive, second skin. Caustic wounds. Kasai basic attacks marks enemies with plasma, dealing increasing bonus magic damage. After a few successful attacks, the plasma ruptures for a burst of damage based on the target's missing health. Nearby allies' immobilizing effect adds stacks of plasma. So it's just kind of getting as much plasma on somebody as they can, and then plasma ruptures, doing target's missing health. So luckily, I will say, recently Riot have been kind of falling into the unnecessary hole of certain cliches. We'll see. Like, again, I know nothing about her at the moment. I didn't even look through this myself before. So it's like percentage health damage, attacking every 3 attacks they get a benefit. So like, hopefully she doesn't fall into any of those, because I really feel like we need like something fresh. And Zoe kind of felt like that, but then they made Zoe broke, and now they are nerfing her into the ground. Because that's the only way they deal with a bad design champion, really. And then finally, the second part to his living weapon, Kasai's symbiote suit adapts to her chosen attack style, evolving her abilities based on permanent stats gained from shop items and experience. So that is basically, if you want to play her AD, then the suit will adapt to become AD. If you want to play an AP, the suit will adapt to become AP. It's basically like Kayn, pretty much. You know, Kayn could go Assassin, blue form, Bruiser, red form, where she's just got AP or AD, and the suit just adapts. That's kind of cool. So I don't know what this looks like. Let's have a little look. Oh, it's another one! So like I just mentioned, right, I've been falling into this thing of always like doing the same thing of, oh, every so auto attacks they get a benefit, and I say 3 auto attacks. It's now like 4 or 5 auto attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it ruptures on the 5th auto attack. God damn it. So that's nothing new. That's annoying. Okay, so Ekatheria, God, they do really weird names. Ekathian Rain. Kasai, this is going to be hard to pronounce. I presume she's just going to be known as Kai, maybe. Releases a swarm of missiles evenly distributed among nearby enemies, with additional hits on the same target dealing slightly reduced damage. Okay, cool. Nearby allies' immobilizing effects adds plasma, which is that thing that we just saw her passive, that it explodes when you get 4 stacks of plasma, and then auto attack again. And then living weapon again, with enough bonus attack damage, this fires significantly more missiles. So this is where you're seeing the different playstyles kind of start to emerge. So like I mentioned, in the passive, this suit will adapt depending if you're building her AD or AP. Where if you go AD, Kaisai, whatever, then you'll get this bonus. The suit is thinking you're going attack damage, therefore you get that bonus. I'm guessing something later on will have a bonus if you go AP. But let's have a little look. Oh, it's missile, arcane missile from World of Warcraft. Okay. What's interesting to me is that, again, they always do these stationary. Can she use that when she's running? Because it does look like she's staying still and she's like hunkered down there. So maybe she can't use that on the move, which then will obviously lead her to being immobile, like a Jinx W or something. But even longer, it looks like. But it looks cool. Again, never judge how much damage it's doing. You don't know the setup that they've got. They probably have no items. They're in a training room, so yeah. Don't judge the damage. That's cool. W is Void Seeker. Kaisai fires off a beam of void energy, revealing the first enemy hit, dealing magic damage, and applying stacks of plasma. There you go. Living weapon with enough bonus ability power. Void Seeker deals more damage and partially runs the cooldown on champion hit. So this is the alternative. So you get the bonus on Q if you go AD. This is the bonus if you go ability power, is this extra thing. So far, just like basics, like is it just Jin W? Like that's what I would guess. Kinda. It's like a slower Jin W that grants vision as it gets fired. That's cool. That's the bonus damage, by the way. So that did a decent amount of damage. So that's its normal, and this is if you go AP. And it applies 3 stacks of plasma for 1 hit. Did it apply 3 stacks if you do the normal one? No, okay. So if you go AD Kaisai or Kasa, I don't know how to pronounce it. It'll just land. It will give you 2 stacks of plasma on the enemy. If you go AP her and land it, it'll then land 3. That's interesting, worth noting, because again, that gives you more damage with her passive. Makes sense. Supercharger. She charges up, briefly increasing her movement speed while losing the ability to attack. Wow. After charging up, she whips out the big guns to increase her attack speed for a few seconds. Basic attacks reduce Supercharger's cooldown. Living weapon. With enough bonus attack speed, Superchargers briefly... Whoa, hello. It's another one, so it's not just AP and AD. Okay, hang on. What does this look like? So she's charging up, and then she's firing quick. And then if she gets enough attack speed, it gives her invisibility. Okay. What's interesting to me... Yeah, so she gets true invisibility while charging up. Okay, so hang on. I'm confused. Adapts to her chosen attack style, evolving her abilities based on permanent stats gained from the shop. What I'm interested in right now, we might be able to find it out later on by reading. Can she gain multiple evolutions? So if you build the correct item build, could you get all 3, or can you just get 1? Because right now, I'm thinking if like she gets benefits from all the stuff, then surely she'll be a Ginsu Rageblade potentially player. So she gets AP and AD from both items, and would that be enough to give you both the AD and AP passives for Q and W, and then maybe buy a rapid fire cannon or something, and then you get the evolution for E? That's what I'm thinking right now. If you can get more than 1, that's interesting. If you can't, then I'll mention something in a minute after we go for our ultimate. Killer Instinct. Kasai dashes at extremely high speed with long range to a location near an enemy champion marked with plasma and briefly gains a damage-absorbing shield. So she dashes at an enemy. Okay. So they have to have plasma on them. The range isn't that big. Oh. Wait, what? They did no damage. Okay, it didn't look like it did any. Oh, hang on. Oh, snap, that's cool. What? But hang on. I thought this champion was supposed to be an AD carry. Or like, whoa. That's made me think. Is she like a hybrid AD carry / Diana? Because why on earth would they give an ultimate like that to an AD... Well, why would they give an ultimate to that if they were designing for an AD carry? Because an AD carry doesn't want to go that close. So part of me thinking she's not an AD carry. What? But the kind of crazy thing is, whenever they do these announcements, they generally show, like, they put the champion, I think, in the lane that they think it's going to be played. So, like, if it's a top lane champion, this preview will be in top lane. If it's mid, it'll be in mid. It is in bot lane. So, I don't know. That's a bit weird. Okay. So just first impressions of looking at her stuff. She's interesting, less gimmicky than Zoe. She does seem a little bit more rooted to League of Legends. I'm just a bit confused about a couple things. First thing, can you get more than one evolution? If so, cool. But, like, your item build might be a little bit weird. And what I'd say, if you can't get multiple, then I think some of her, like, I think a lot of what they potentially have designed for may become redundant. In League of Legends, majority of champions in League have one playstyle that is just their best. It's the best playstyle. If you want to climb, you play that way on that champion. It's just the best way to play. That will happen with this champion. No matter what people think, no matter how many people play different ways, there will be one best way to maximize this champion. So if you can't get multiple evolutions, they're just going to be wasted game design, wasted champion design. Let's just say the best way to play her is AD carry. Well, then all this stuff that they try to make her also AP doesn't matter anymore, because nobody's going to play her AP. So that's a little bit of a worry of mine. Is it a bad thing? Not necessarily. It just means that they potentially have wasted a bit of time. I think it'll definitely help if she can unlock all three of the evolutions at the same time, but that also potentially could overload her kit and make her overpowered. So it's a little bit interesting. All right, playing as her, your threat that's never far, hunting down would-be killers and diving into danger to emerge the sole survivor. So yeah, she's an assassin. She's not an AD carry. Track and tag isolated enemies with Void Seeker, then follow up with your ultimate with a merciless rain for a quick kill. On the off chance they survive the initial onslaught, a supercharger will keep you in range with rapid fire takedown. In teamfights, strike at blinding speed with your killer instinct, positioning Kasai at optimal angle to avoid pesky crowd control and shot blocking front lines that can carry. So yeah, so basically they're just saying she's an assassin. So she potentially likes to 1v1. So just to point out, level 11, level 12, she just used Blade of the Ruined King. So she just used Blade of the Ruined King, so she's got an AD carry build. She's hunting down a Jhin. Blade of the Ruined King popped again. Yeah, so they're building her AD carry. That's her ult. Damn, that was cool. So she's basically assassin AD carry. It's a new Quinn. Yeah. The whole video, I've been trying to think of a champion that I could compare this to. I was like, oh, is it like a mixture of something with Diana? No, it's a new Quinn. This is going to make Quinn completely redundant. Well, she kind of already is, but like, yeah. It's like probably a similar playstyle to Quinn, roaming around looking for kills as an AD carry. But because it's a new champion, it's probably just going to be stronger. Interesting. Okay. Tips and tricks. Watch for enemies wandering without backup, but also keep an eye out for allies already in combat. If they can immobilize and mark the enemy with plasma, Killer Instinct is a free ticket to a fast kill. Which one's Killer Instinct again? Is that the ult? Yes. Okay, so basically what they're saying is any one of your teammates that CC a target, obviously if you're in range, apply a stack of plasma to that person, and your ultimate can ult to people from really far away if they have a stack of plasma. So they're basically saying you can roam around, look for somebody that's getting CC'd with plasma, ult to them, and then boom, you can try and get a kill. So that's kind of cool. Living Weapon turns key item purchases into serious power spikes, so don't hesitate to pick fights. Kaisai's adaptations work best when you recall and roam. Yes, this is weird. You evolved that vicious new void enhancement to farm champions, not minions. What is she? Is she a jungler? While a Cuthrian Rain can annihilate an enemy isolated enough to take full damage from the missile salvo, Kaisai at her most murderous when she's making good use of her auto attacks. AD carry. Her passive means each one hits extra hard, and a constant assault will drastically reduce the cooldown on Supercharger so you can keep repositioning. Interesting. I'm interested in this champion. I don't know what she is. Like, I like doing these videos. People have generally let me doing them because I always can go, oh, that champion's going to go there. This may be a problem. I don't know where she's going. Like, she's got a lot of AD carry elements to her, but a lot of what they're saying is she's a roaming champion. Is that in order to make use of her, you have to roam. So is she a jungler? Is she like Twitch jungle or Quinn jungle? Is that actually her main thing? Because obviously Quinn wasn't meant to be a jungler. Twitch wasn't meant to be a jungler. They just became those when people worked out that they could do it as kind of like a cheese pick. Is she designed to just be a jungler straight away? An AD carry jungler? That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Because, like, I don't know. In lane phase, I definitely could see her working with, like, any CC. Like, Alistair, Leona, I think they'll work great with her. Because she requires people with CC to put plasma on people. But then you're not maximizing her roam or her ultimate. And obviously you can do that later in the game, but interesting. It's really interesting. And then her splash shots is this, which is a base skin. And then this, which is a release skin, which looks to be like mech or probably Project, actually. It's got like the same helmet as Project Vayne. So it's probably Project Kaisai. So yeah, interesting. I normally don't get stumped on champions that much, which isn't a bad thing, by the way. This is quite good. It means that even though a lot of her abilities are very similar, like the passive is like, you know, Vayne's basically, but it just does a bit of an explosion damage at the end. Her Q is a little bit different. You know, we don't have something directly like Arcane Missile in League of Legends, but it's not kind of crazy, you know. You're not going to go, whoa, that's brand new to League and blowing your mind. It just fits. It's fine. Her W is basically a Jhin W, so nothing crazy special about there. Her E, which is the repositioning and attack speed thing, that's not anything crazy. Again, we've got dashes and stuff like that, so that's fine. Her ultimate is cool, but it's basically old Rek'Sai ultimate, but, well, actually kind of like current Rek'Sai ultimate, actually. But just you have to apply plasma to people. But and that, by the way, kind of makes sense because obviously Rek'Sai is from the Void as well, so it makes sense they have a similar theme to them. But I don't know. Interesting. My guess, if I had to put a bet on now, I'm going to guess she's an AD carry. I'm going to guess she's going to be played bot lane. I'm going to guess that she's going to be played AD carry style more than any other. That's what I would say right now. Obviously, I will maybe jump on the PBE if you guys are interested. If you want me to do a first impressions gameplay video on her in the next few days when she gets put on the PBE, throw a like on the video, let me know. And in the comments, go crazy. What do you think of her? Do you think she's good? Obviously, the full champion we had was Zoe. Obviously, we had Swain rework, but Zoe was the last new legit champion. There was a lot of controversy around her. I don't think there's going to be as much controversy around Kaisai, apart from how you say her name. I think that's going to be the biggest controversy about her. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, though. If you did, throw a like on it, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys next time.